Hopefully that shit worked. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode of DeCypherEd. I am Skip.
And I'm DJ.
Yeah. And today we are covering OutKast's 5th studio album. One of the 5th studio albums. So it's kind of like 5 and 6 or some shit. Speakerboxxx by Big Boy. And today we got a couple guests in the building. To my left, we got Cole from BYNK. And we got my boy B Jones. How y'all fellas doing today?
Man, we good, bro. I'm good.
All right. We had quite a conversation before we got started, and it was not about music. So without further ado, let's get into some of our initial thoughts about this album. And since you are new, B Jones, this is your first time on the DeCypher platform, I want to let you go first. What were some of your thoughts getting ready to review the album this time?
Well, you already know, like, you know, I'm a huge Dungeon Family fan, so I'm like, you know, it's OutKast for me, you know, like it's them, like, so reviewing Speakerboxxx again from the thing, I want to say this is my first time listening to it. It's like what, 10 years?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was kind of like you listening and you're like, oh, okay, kind of forgot that was on there. Then you're like, oh, okay. Forgot that was on there.
Sneaky slapper.
There's a lot of that. And you're like, okay, yeah, I see why it did what it did.
What about you, Cole?
Oh man, I love this album.
One of my favorite.
Hold
on, wait, real quick. Fuck, do I have that sound effect? Tell me. Damn.
Come on, bro.
My son took all the good ones off. But yeah, man, if you've been following DeCypher, bro, this is the first time Cole has had an album that he actually liked. So shout out to Cole.
I like the blueprint.
Nigga, you ain't like it for real. And then we talked about T.I. He was like, I hate this album.
So you got 2 albums you like, bro?
No, cause it's just the T.I. album we had. I hated that album. I just didn't like it.
In comparison to his other ones. So let's be clear about that.
One?
Yeah, and he had the blueprint. And both of those albums was like, looking back, the work kind of stepped on 20 years later. That's kind of what the conclusion was. But since you like this one, this time, I'm glad. So go ahead and
love it, man. Love this album, man. Big Boy doing what Big Boy does, man. Production was on point.
Yeah,
songs were slapping. Some of my favorite Southern music, as far as like the bass hitting as hard as it did. Features were unfucking believable, except for the Jay-Z feature, which I'll get into.
Okay.
Oh, that Jay-Z feature. I'll tell you. I'll talk about it.
My boy Cole gonna get him a hot take in. He gonna get him a take in.
But I love this album, man. This is one of my favorite OutKast albums. So I can't even be mad at it.
Go ahead, DJ. Speak your mind, bro.
I think I'm gonna be the contrarian in the room today.
Damn, he look ain't got that good shot.
I like Speakerboxxx, but I think the Love Below is better. That's just my opinion on it. But as far as just like my thoughts on the project itself, I ain't gonna lie, when it came out, I didn't really think nothing of it, really. Because it was so radio heavy with the singles. That's just really what I went to whenever I thought about this album was, you know, I Like the Way You Move or Roses, you know, so that's just what I thought about. You know, I didn't really have like a take on the album. But now, listen to it in preparation for this, because I've been listening to this off and on. I'll probably say about 3 weeks, because we've been trying to schedule and do things around this project. So I've been listening to it off and on. That's why when you asked me, I'm like, I heard enough.
Nigga, I'm ready. Nigga, I'm ready. What you talking about? Quit asking me, nigga.
No, I heard enough. And I do definitely appreciate and I see like the building blocks, especially for Big Boy in general, as far as how he cultivates his solo projects going forward. Like I can definitely see with the Sir Lucius Left Foot and all that. Like I can definitely see, because I love that album. And that's why I kind of just like, when I look at Speakerboxxx, I don't really look at it as like an OutKast album. I'm looking at it as a Big Boy project only.
Yeah.
And when I look at it in comparison to the other albums I've heard, I'm just like, this ain't really for me. You know what I'm saying? It just, I like other Big Boy albums better. So that's all kind of like, but it's still a great album though. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not going to shit on it like that, but I'm probably not going to have the highest of praises like y'all probably will have. So,
wow.
But I definitely appreciate, as far as like when it came out, it definitely turned the page for Atlanta hip hop.
Shout out to NBA Live.
Oh,
I don't know.
hell yeah.
Was that
Madden.
live on
It was
3?
Madden. It was Madden
the
for
one-
me because Church was on Madden.
Events on the cover.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
I think that was live on 3 or
Ghetto
live on 4.
music.
Hell yeah. As soon as you cut that
music.
whole on. When he had the Raptors
Yeah.
jerseys on.
Yep.
I remember Church being on Madden, so that's
Nigga,
what
I ain't.
Nah, I remember ghetto music, bro. That's the one.
Ghetto
Man, I don't know that. Yeah, as soon as you cut that whole
So,
on, get ready to pick the Lakers.
So at the press starts.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I definitely think this is it's still worthy of being talked about for sure. So that's what I'm on. What about you, Skip?
Okay, so I agree with them. I agree with them. I but a point that you made with it being a Big Boy album, and that was something that I said too. I was like, even though there are some similarities in this from previous OutKast work, this is still clearly a Big Boy album.
Right.
And one of the things that I noticed from reviewing it was that Big Boy was very intent on making sure that the people who were OutKast fans got some of what they came to listen for when they went to listen to OutKast albums. From the stuff that they were like already accustomed to. And he came in also on this album and showed what the maturation would sound like if they would have continued and just expanded their sound. So I also noticed how he just kept reiterating that, like, bro, we still
good.
a clique.
Yeah,
like,
we still
we
good.
not beefing, bro. Like, we're growing so much that it's just not enough space for all of what we do to coexist as a group. But we not beefing, it ain't no shit like that. And when we come together, you get a glimpse of what it could be. Like, that's why I like ghetto music so much. Cause that song just shows me like what an album past Stank on You would have sounded like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Or the Knowing. It's another but some of my favorite songs on this whole are songs that 3K produced. But but my point is, this was a very, very good album, bro. He stayed true to all the Southern shit. He made sure he had, he didn't get, what's cuz name that be on all the Atlanta shit doing the,
Big
it's
Rube.
Big Rube.
Big Rube.
He had like a girl take her place, but he just made sure that it was always something that paid homage to the South throughout this album. He made sure the 808s was on there. He made sure the horns was on there. He made sure common OutKast theme sounds was on there. He made sure, like, even though Dre went on that whole rapping, like, he was sprinkled in. If you listening enough, you hear his ad libs and all this other shit. So I really, really like this album. And being that I used to listen to The Love Below way more than this, going back to it was like, damn.
So
It wasn't just The Love Below.
let me drop some. Let me drop something that y'all might not know. L.A. Reid was actually doing a podcast with Questlove. Told a story about this. Speakerboxxx was actually supposed to be a solo album.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a solo album at first. He got the call from Andre, was like, when y'all gonna drop the album? And L.A. Reid was like, the date's coming up. He said, well, he said, I want to put something together. So The Love Below came, he put The Love Below together in 3 weeks.
3 weeks,
And
yo.
then made it into a double album.
Nigga stole my point. I couldn't wait to say that shit. I couldn't wait to say
Low
that shit.
key,
That's fire, bro.
That
I
is
may have
fire.
to look this up though, but I'm pretty sure. I think Speakerboxxx may be our introduction to Killer Mike too. I think that's the first time we got introduced to Killer Mike.
That's
world.
crazy if that's the case.
This whole world came out after this.
It might be.
That's what I'm saying.
It
I'm
might
pretty
be.
sure. Yeah, I think Speakerboxxx.
I'm
is
trying to think
Hold on, you sure Whole World came out after this?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hold on, what album was Whole World on?
They just did a B-sides album.
Oh, okay.
And it was like the best of OutKast, and the whole world was on there.
But did Killer Mike reference a bar from the song in the feature on here?
Shit, I don't know. I
did.
ain't
Like,
break down the lyrics like that, DJ.
No, I promise you he did.
I
Hold
think
on.
the whole world came out before this.
He did because Killer Mike referenced one of Big Boy's bars at the beginning of one of his verses
Okay.
from the whole
I ain't
world.
got no service up here.
Damn, Corbin. You weren't here when he was talking about the Wi-Fi shit. It was long.
Yeah, the whole world came out 2001.
Oh, okay, so it was a couple years before because this came out in 2003. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the best of OutKast, and it was like B-sides, and then the whole world popped up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, long story short, this was a good ass album, and like when you like you can really hold it up to the Love Below for real. You know what it kind of remind me of? ATLiens. Like
Explain.
the first like 7 songs of ATLiens, it almost felt like they was battling each other like verse wise. And then like after that, 3K kind of woke up and he was like, you know what? Y'all ready to hoop? Y'all ready to hoop?
Y'all ready to win?
I'm finna write the fuck out these last 7 songs cause Big Boy on my ass.
Right.
But it's just like such a great compliment, even though they're so distinctly different. You know what I mean? Like, and I just felt like them doing separate albums just showed how great they were and it made you respect what they both brought to the group. So if anything, this really made me respect Big Boy as a solo artist.
Yeah. Even though I hate that Big Boy gets caught up in the shadow of Andre 3000 because Big
really
Boy can
does.
fucking rap, bro.
He really can.
Like Big Boy been consistently putting out great
I ain't
music
gonna
for
lie,
years,
I gotta
bro.
take.
What?
I gotta take.
You better not, boy. No.
Let's say 3K is a 10, right?
Yeah.
Big Boy like a 9.72, bro. That nigga is all he right there, bro. It's just the fact that Andre 3000 is just able to like transform into something else.
Right.
Yeah.
But like as a pure rapper,
Yeah.
my nigga, they might be neck and neck, bro.
Yeah.
They might be like 1 and 1A type shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's what I meant. Like if you go back and listen to ATLiens, bro, the first 7 songs, bro, Big Boy was going so stupid. And then on Southern Playalistic, he was the low key kind of carrying that hoe, bro. Like, he is a fucking rapper. And then back then, the style of what they were doing was more in his wheelhouse too.
Yeah.
And I just think as they progressed, it was just like hard for him to like kick the same shit over these super experimental at the time beats.
To me, it feels like when they first started, it felt like Big Boy was just like, I'm finna do this thing, kind of like Andre was a little shy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, I can rap, but like, I don't know if I can get out there with the kind of shit I want to say.
Yeah.
And then Big Boy was like, fuck this, I got to eat all this shit.
Yeah.
We either gonna make it work or we not.
He said, I'm finna bring y'all these southern cultivated West Coast raps.
Yeah.
And we finna go crazy.
But
I think
it felt like,
3K mentioned that actually on one of his recent verses. I forgot what song it was.
That nigga shy now.
Yeah. But yeah, he was talking about how he felt so he held Big Boy back
yeah.
on a lot of the earlier stuff because he was so afraid.
Oh, that was sorry.
That was sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was
Like how he was afraid to step outside and really just embrace the stardom of the group. So yeah, he felt so he held Big Boy back a lot. So yeah, I could definitely see your point on that.
Once they got the ATLiens, and then he was like, let me put this turban on.
Yeah.
See what niggas say. And they was like, oh, they think that shit cool?
I know what Josh finna say. Badu fucking she was fucking birds out that nigga. She had that nigga on some whole other shit.
Incense was lit.
On
bro.
everything. That
She
nigga
had
came like
saged
a
the
whole
whole
new.
apartment. All that. Nah, but I was gonna say that, like, see, I think a little different. I think that I do agree. I do think that like Dre was kind of shy then, but also at the same time, like the melody and the pocket, like of his flow then, I don't think the rest of hip hop was used to that.
Yeah.
I don't think like, you know, before, like this the early 90s, so we used to like that Wu-Tang type, you know, like, but like think about like even like on Players Ball, like how he started off, like when nobody like rhyming in that type of melody like how he was doing, like yeah, it's the beginning to look a lot like what follow my every step. You know what I'm saying? Like people like
It was very,
people weren't doing it.
Yeah.
especially in the South, because you can see that their influence came from groups that weren't in the South. Like Big Boy, his style sounds like it came express ship from the West Coast, but he just added a little Southern charm to it. Exactly. So, and then 3K like had like a technical style that kind of came from the North. You know what I mean? So, especially on the Southern type of beats that they rapped on, all of that shit was so refreshing because it was new, because it was never heard together in tandem. So it was just like, damn, what is this, bro? Like, Cuz could have went like and been with Soul's Mischief and type shit, been with Tribe and been comfortable. But then he teamed up with this nigga who on some whole other shit, and it's just like their mixture was something nobody had ever heard before. And also, one of the big things about Andre 3000, his rap style is he picks a certain part of the beat and raps to that.
Mm-hmm.
So with the flows and melody pockets that people aren't so accustomed to, it's just like, because they're not used to hearing the beat like that.
Yeah.
And he's approaching it a completely different way. So over time, as he got more in control of the production, I think that's what opened him up as an artist too.
Yeah.
Because it was more of his vision and not just him hopping in. Because on Southern Playalistic, they just was rapping. Like the Dungeon Family was creating the whole shit. Organized Noise was creating the whole shit. And they was just walking in the whole laying down verses.
It was everybody though. Like even what's now, you gotta think Gip wrote on it.
Yeah.
CeeLo wrote on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Because they was writing the hooks and shit. Yeah.
It was the whole dungeon.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about not having a lot of Dungeon Family produced songs on here?
I think that was.
I don't think it's none, is it?
I don't think it is.
No.
Yeah, I don't think
Because they
it's
spoke about it on I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
They had a documentary.
Yeah.
The Art of
Organized Noise. Yeah.
And he was like, damn, it's kind of like, like us being us, we started all this shit in your biggest commercial album. We not on.
Yeah.
But I think the thing about that is it wouldn't have been if they were, because a big part of what made this so large and crossover into pop was it was so different. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This rock shit on here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the closest you might have even gotten to something from Southern Playalistic is just the influx of the horns. But it's still not the sound that they were doing back then.
I just thought about it. Like
it was like, damn, okay, this is where it could have went. Like when we was having the Big Crit conversation not too long ago, before everybody else got here, it was just like the sound didn't expand too far. They showed what the sound could mature into. It's like, okay, we was doing that back then, and this is what it would sound like once we get to a point of where we're mastering our sound and we're pushing it to the next level.
But think about this though. Can we really not say Organized Noise? Because Sleepy on that hoe.
Yeah.
Sleepy on that hoe. Sleepy produced, Sleepy
He
wrote.
did.
So
he did. Was singing.
it's more so Ray and Rico like that's not on there. So
because which one of them niggas was the one who who looked like he had just had a harder life?
Riley Rico.
Oh, that's Rico.
Yeah, that's probably why he wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Cause looked like he was like
Been down bad.
eight ball down, you feel me?
But the
Like
thing is,
going a little
like,
crazy.
That's Future cousin.
Yeah, cause Future and Dungeon Family. Yeah.
That's Future cousin. Yeah.
So I just think
I think it was
when they
necessary.
got to that level, cause they weren't even working together, bro.
They were.
Yeah.
So it was like they weren't at odds, but they was just doing two different things. So I think they was trying to see what they could do outside. So it's like, hey, bro, like at a certain point, I got to see who I am outside of you.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And then they do that, and boom, Diamond album,
Right.
550 first week.
I agree. I mean,
Two of their biggest songs of all time, Roses.
Yeah.
I mean, The Way You Move and Hey Ya.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, got it.
not that we don't need y'all. We're thankful for y'all helping us get to this point, but like now we fully blossom.
Ray and Rico can't produce Hey Ya.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
That ain't y'all speed.
Ray and Rico can't.
Not that they can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's not-
they got some
They
shit
can't-
that ain't
It's not Hey Ya.
organized noise.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
feel
Hey
you.
Ya though.
But you gotta think about it like this too. The stuff that they did outside of OutKast wouldn't have been made for OutKast. So when you get it, hey bro, we gotta show everybody, we gotta show the biggest platform what our sound is. They not trying to be confined to that.
Right.
That strangles a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Like staying in that one space.
I respect
So I
that.
think they just got to a point where they're just like, hey bro, I just want to see how good I can be. So much so that they made two completely different albums. So yeah, man, I just think they had grown, not beyond them, but at that point, they just wanted to,
Something different.
they had reached their final form as a group, and they final form was not together,
Yeah.
but together.
I respect it. I respect it. I was trying to read the room, see how y'all felt about organized noise not doing nothing on there, but I feel that.
Yeah, I think it was necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, just
A necessary evil,
We
unfortunately.
don't get none of this shit, bro.
we don't get Happy Valentine's Day.
You don't get
Wait,
buzz.
we talking about the love below. We supposed to be talking about the
Shit,
Speakerboxxx
just going through
song.
all of it though. Like I was gonna get to that too. Like
I don't think you get bus. I don't think you get war. I don't think you get
Reset.
I
ghetto
don't think
music
you
probably
might
is
get reset.
close.
You might get reset.
Ghetto music probably is close. That's probably as closest
you'll get.
organized noise you gonna get.
And that's basically because of the drum pattern.
Yeah.
Shit, what was it? Boom, what was it? Tomb of
Tomb
Boom.
of the Boom.
Tomb of the Boom.
That sound like some shit off of Criminal.
That's organized noise though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like they showed homage, my nigga. That's the closest you gonna get, bro. That's the closest you gonna get. And I bet if we pull it up, because they had somebody who was on here, Mr. DJ, who was a part of a production company they had.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, bro,
Boom, boom.
everybody can't go.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean,
We got you next time.
They was
If
still
we ever do a reunion, album,
They did Idlewild.
Idlewild, okay. So they was on Idlewild a lot. Yes, I just think this was a But what were some of y'all favorite tracks from this album? And DJ, I'll let you go first.
For me,
Yeah, nigga.
I'll probably say Ghetto Music, Unhappy,
Damn, that was mine.
War, Tomb of the Boom. I like Flip Flop Rock, the whole song.
Oh, well, Jay's verse is not that good. So.
Yeah, but Flip Flop Rock.
It's 12% of the song, though. It's cool.
Reset, and honorable mention is Church. But Reset is probably my favorite overall song, though.
You don't say. What about you, B. John?
Ghetto Music for me.
Okay. Nah, this favorite tracks, I need like 4 or 5.
Okay. I'm gonna go Ghetto Music one. Well, now I ain't gonna put it in order. I'm gonna go Ghetto Music. I'm gonna go Tomb of the Boom. Of course, like, you know, I Like the Way You Move is, you know, it's the feature single. Who would I give? Like, I'm trying to think of the last one.
Did you say War?
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, with that one.
What about you, Cole? You want me to go while you good? You got your list? My bad.
Oh, you got
Pardon self.
Hey man, I gotta stay ready with y'all. I came Tomb of the Boom, Reset, Ghetto Music, Unhappy, and Bus.
Hold on, let me Arista, let me live, bro. I'm just trying to see something. Let me see something. Oh, this the song with hold on.
What you trying to do?
I'm just trying to see what this shit sound like. No,
Which
wrong one? Wrong one. That song remind me of Surface the Air Missiles from How Fly.
Yeah,
but
it's out there too.
Yeah. But my top 5 is, or my favorite 5 is Ghetto Music, Church, Knowing, Flip Flop Rock. That's a tongue twister right there, and Bus. And I guess, like, if I had to do an honorable mention, it would be fucking she down there making noise. Did I have War? Probably War.
Yeah.
Bro, that beat switch on War is crazy.
Yeah.
No, I really like Unhappy, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I like Unhappy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tie between Unhappy and War.
I mean, like I said, I got both of them in mind. So
Yeah. I didn't really get to write down like my favorite beats because I liked a lot of these beats on here. So I'd probably just say favorite beats was all the 3 that 3K did, which was Ghetto Music, Last Call, and whatever track 9 was.
Track 9 is Church.
Yeah. And I like the War beat. It kind of feel like a loop, but I just like it. And
like all my favorite
I like
beats.
Buzz too. I think I like all of those songs for those specific reasons. Like I like the whole song. Like I like the beat. I like the subject matter, and I like, you know what I'm saying, I like it separate and I like it together.
Yeah.
My favorite beats are all the songs I just mentioned.
There you go.
All them shit.
Ghetto Music for me.
That's the best beat on the album.
That's a hell of a way to start an album.
I wonder how much pub Patti LaBelle got off that.
That's what I'm saying. That fucking when you hear that Patti LaBelle sample, and I said, "Whoa!"
She was able to start patty pies off that pub.
Right.
Like, I got a little extra change in the bank.
Right.
Start selling these sweet potato pies real quick.
Right. I just would like to be in this. I would have liked to been in the studio just to see how they came up with that shit. Too.
Yeah.
I know that shit was just like, nigga, that was like, oh.
Now I'm not gonna lie to you though, like the padded bill, like that part, that sample, whatever. I did want more. Like I just want a whole song of that shit. Like I did.
Oh, the beat,
Like I want that just like a whole song of that shit. And I'm just like, I was kind of like, cause like I always liked the song, but like during the recent like reviewing the album, I'm like, damn, I want to hear some more of that shit.
Yeah.
They would give my nerves like just switching back to the
Shit, I already picked my team by then.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, shit, man. But at the same
That's
time,
a mean ass transition.
it is like, but also that's also like why I still love the song, because it basically shows like a marriage of both of their styles and sounds. Like that's probably the perfect song to show like the differences between the two. But you can put it together and it still sound cohesive still. So
plus video too, by the way. That video funny as hell.
I never seen the video.
What?
I didn't know it was a video for it.
Yeah.
If we take a break, we'll watch it.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Favorite beats?
Ghetto music, most definitely. And Tuma Boom.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. That's
I gotta give a lot of props to I think the reset one is the start. Yeah, the start over.
It sound like Sid.
That might be
Her mama.
That might
I'm just fucking with you, Kyle. That might be her mama for real. You know they just be grabbing random ass folks to do these the R&B accompaniments back in the day.
everything happens for reasons.
Yeah.
Not for a reason, my nigga.
Yes, I know we ain't talking about it. There's like random like Rosario Dawson on Love Below. Like,
Exactly. And Beyonce.
That shit
I know
fire.
that bitch can sing.
That nigga had Beyonce. That nigga had Beyonce as a bust now.
Oh yeah, what my
Damn.
bruh.
It was my birthday and I like that shit.
I liked it,
That's
though.
Beyonce, bro.
But that was before.
I know,
though,
but still.
I liked it though.
You don't even know my
You
name.
probably think I'm a hoe.
I think she's some type of hoe. That's just me. She know what she want out of life.
Do y'all?
Ice cold. Go ahead.
Where do y'all rate this?
Rank
What do you mean?
Like out of your OutKast list?
Oh, I'm waiting.
Oh,
That list of albums.
Let me go last.
Dun, dun, dun,
Let me go last.
Goddamn.
Because it's hard. The reason why I'm asking that
it's
is
40 songs. It's kind of tough.
hard because they never came the same on any of their albums.
Yeah.
It's completely different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and this is the one that won them the Grammy. This is what got them to the
And I
promised
still
land.
won't say it's the best.
It's not.
It's not.
Like even that, like it went diamond. It was their first #1 album. They won best rap album and album of the year at the Grammys, and it still don't. I can agree
Okay.
because my favorite OutKast album is Aquemini,
See, my all-time favorite is ATL.
and then ATLians.
I feel like
For me, it's Stank On You. Stank
Number
On You,
one?
favorite one.
I'm y'all niggas probably gonna hold my feet to the fire when I say this, but like
Cook, nigga.
ATLians is to me one of a few perfect hip hop albums.
Mm-hmm. I can dig
I
it.
feel like ATLians is perfect.
I just feel like, cause if I had to pick one of the two, I'm picking 3K.
Mm-hmm.
Like just stylistically, I like what he offers.
Yeah.
And Aquemini was out of the albums prior to this, like his, like that's when his hair lifted up and started turning colors.
Yup.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
so, just like yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
because my favorite verse from him, like, is the Aquemini verse.
Yeah.
Like so, the nigga just left Earth that album, and he like dictated terms on the album. So that's
Yeah.
probably
He took
it.
that whole
I don't even
over.
know if it's the best. I just think it's my favorite.
Yeah.
You
Like
feel me?
my favorite is from ATL is when he's just like when they was like I feel the battles just be that when he said they got some shit that'll blow out your back from when they stated that verse.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite verses he ever did. So I just wanted to know, check the room and see what y'all think about like where this rank in y'all's personal list.
What do you think, DJ?
I haven't really. I can't give an honest assessment
It's
on
better
that.
than Southern Playlistic,
I can't.
and it's better
'Cause-
than Idlewild.
It
But
is.
the
Y'all
but
count out a while?
I'm just saying if
You
we
gotta
add,
count it. Yeah.
but if we on the
Like, I ain't
trifecta,
heard
like
these
them hoes
albums.
untouchable,
Yeah,
bro.
if we talking about Aquemini, ATLians, and Stank On You, It ain't
Underdog.
better than them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's really two separate albums. And that's why I be getting so pissed off when folks be like, Andre 3000 don't have a solo album. Yes, the fuck he does. is Big Boy on a single song on the Love Below?
Yeah, Roses.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, Rose.
It's a feature, nigga.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying, and my point is, if he's on one song, that is a fucking solo album. So that puts him in the pantheon of great artists, because everybody be like, he don't have no solo album. Like, bro, what the fuck is Love Below? It's an OutKast album. Nope. No, it's not.
But that's what they sold the public, though.
I'm saying they sold them 2 albums together.
Yeah. They have a double disc.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. It's 2 separate niggas.
Yeah.
Quiz and Quimini.
It's like a Jordan package, bro.
Exactly. you can't get the 13 without the 10.
Yeah, thank you.
You can't get the 13 without the 10.
No, I can't break the box, bro.
No, nigga, you gotta get both of these hoes. You want the 23, you have to get both. This is the Defining Moments pack, bro.
Right.
You gotta get both of them. It's not an OutKast album. This is the group OutKast gave you one package. But it's two sides to it. You feel me? So it's like, bro, this is a solo album.
I'm just telling you what they won the Grammy on.
And I appreciate that, because I don't think they would have been like, Andre Benjamin and Antoine, come over here and get your albums. Nigga, they still OutKast. They were still contractually obligated to be OutKast.
Right.
So it's a whole different reason as to why they couldn't do it separately.
Right.
But
That's
these are
crazy.
2 solo albums though.
That's crazy. We probably the only group of niggas on the planet, like, shit go diamond, and we like, nope, that's the 4th best one.
Yeah. and that's why, go ahead.
Their body of work is too too good of a body of work for us to sit up here and be like, whoa.
And that's why.
And go off of that shit
And
all
that's
the
why
time.
their highest critically acclaimed album, the most decorated, is their 4th or 5th best album. Yeah. And that's why they're the best album, the best group of all time.
Because think about the room of margin between them first 3. I mean, well, the first 4. Really.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, ooh.
It ain't nothing.
It's skin tight.
It's just really like what you grow up on, and like what you can relate to.
And when you found them niggas.
Yeah. So it's like, because
a lot of people really got hip to OutKast for real on Stank On You. Because Bombs Over Baghdad was like,
so fresh.
You can't deny this. You can't deny them songs, bro. It's like
Miss Jackson.
Them niggas was like, hey, every song like a Mossberg. Like, we blowing through the wall on every song. So it's just like, you couldn't deny the mainstream crossover appeal from them at that time. So if you weren't hip to them prior, shit, they right there. They in your face. They on the countdowns every day. You know what I'm saying? So like, it just depends on when you caught them. Because if you a fan from back then, like Southern Playalistic all the way, like you look at everything different because you saw them mature. You know what I'm saying? But if you became like a fan based off of one particular album, that's probably where you stand.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so
thank goodness they had the talent to back up what 3K said at the Source Awards.
hey man,
South got something to say.
the best rappers cannot carry conversations. Them niggas cannot talk, bro. Wayne is an anomaly. He can talk. It's just surprisingly well how he can speak. Jay-Z cannot carry a sentence. Kendrick vocabulary when he speak is fucking awful. Way more better. What?
That nigga from Compton, dog.
You retarded.
Come on.
And then get on the mic and say irreparable.
The most eloquent shit.
And then like it's time to talk, can't speak, bro. Like J. Cole can he can kind of do both. Drake can kind of do both, but it's like none of them niggas who can like really speak. Like Wayne the best speaker. Yeah. And he do the most drugs.
Don't Wayne got a college degree though?
Yeah.
Makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Point proven.
That nigga Drake dropped out of high school, so
Wayne did too.
Wayne did too. I think Kendrick graduated.
Yeah.
These niggas graduated because 3K had to graduate.
Yeah.
Or he couldn't rap.
Yeah.
Hold on. Big Boy dropped out though, didn't it?
No, Dre dropped out. Big graduated, Dre dropped out.
Oh, so it's the other way around.
They became homies because they rapped against each other.
Yeah.
They was battling each other in Atlanta. They was two sides.
That's fire, bro. That's found a fire.
Y'all,
bro.
nigga, you good. Nigga, you good too. Let's start a group bet.
Shout out T-Boz for putting them together like that.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
Yeah, man. That's, bro, imagine the school though. Like, man, you got T-Boz and OutKast.
Just chilling. In home ec together.
Ready to blow up.
Making Otis Spunk Mile cookies. Busting them down in the middle. I'm telling you.
They probably like the only 16-year-olds like, yeah, man, so shit, I do. We got to hit the studio, you know, and get robbed by L.A. Reid and Pebbles. So.
Damn, that shit crazy, bro. What were some of y'all favorite moments from the album? I got one that it just slipped my mind, but it's but the back end of I think the back end of Church is probably my favorite moment from the album. And like second is the first half of Ghetto Music. Cause it's like when you open in the album, you don't anticipate hearing 3K.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you hear him, it's like, oh, this nigga really like took Bombs Over Baghdad and was like, oh, this is my style now. Like I can do what the fuck I want to do.
Right.
So it's like, but yeah, I think that's Church. I think that's the back half of Church. What? What?
Sometimes life can keep you down. That's written out. Then get the fuck out of here with that
Come
simple
on,
ass.
man.
Nah, the Rooster is the one I can't stand.
Yeah, that too.
I hate that song, bro. So much, bro.
It just like some of
hate
these
that
songs.
shit.
It's just like you.
That shit dated.
It was just super country. I think that's all. It was like
That's that Savannah in them.
yeah, they couldn't help it, bro. Just super country, bro.
I used to hear Church every time I played Madden, though. That's why I probably hate that shit. I was just like, this is
like just burnout.
yeah.
Yeah. But shit, nigga, I can't never get tired of ghetto music, bro. I'm
No,
sorry.
Ghetto Music is fire. It's fire.
I ain't never get tired of that, and I ain't never get tired of Call Me with CeeLo. And that shit somehow came back out of nowhere, but that's another subject for another day. But you got a favorite moment from the album?
Yeah, I'll probably say CeeLo verse on Reset.
Because you a father. I feel him though, because CeeLo was on that shit. Like he ain't try to like over rap, and I know you like when people get to shit and they like simplify, like less is more sometimes.
Yeah,
and he like didn't chase no crazy melody. He just really like, hey, listen. Like he just sit down.
Like,
It felt like a spoken word.
yeah. So
life of all the candy, you can have one, right?
You can have one, right? I'm trying to raise my daughter and my son, right? It's just simple and effective. Like I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
But CeeLo verse on Reset, the Bible verse that Cujo brought out on the Tomb of the Boom, Killer Mike verse on Flip Flop Rock, and just the second and third verse on War. Like to me, like Big Boy just went.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, cause like he tried to really like. He's like, nigga, I'm bringing food for thought to the table, nigga.
Eat,
like,
nigga.
Like eat. You know what I'm saying? And,
Eat, nigga.
And now, granted, listen to it. Now I'm like, what is he talking about? Like as far as like the event in terms of like the political aspect of it.
When Bill Clinton was getting domed up by Monica Lewinsky.
I thought he was talking about the whole shit with George Bush and the recounts. That's what I thought he was talking about.
That was like, yeah, probably was.
Well,
This 03.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the Bill Clinton shit was like
90.
earlier, right?
That wasn't it 90?
Yeah, that
it was late 90s, right?
Yeah, that was like 90. Yeah, 98, 99.
Yeah, because Cuz came in 2000. Yeah. Okay.
In the whole
It could have been
recount
either
shit.
one. But then he was talking about Osama bin Laden. So it might have been all referring to George Bush. That
Yeah.
nigga was trash. Ain't nobody from Atlanta like that nigga.
Yeah, no. So
Or New Orleans. Ain't nobody from the South like George Bush.
No.
And he
bro.
from the South. Ain't that crazy?
Nigga from
That's
Texas.
why.
Fuck you, boy.
but yeah, those are probably just like those particular moments, like those verses, like they really just like captivated me. And then, yeah, I mean, granted, besides the fact that I'm a father, but just CeeLo verse, just to me, like, I just don't think he get the praise he deserves.
Now that's a fact.
Like CeeLo,
That's
bro,
a Snapple talk
like
fact.
he can sing, but he can really bar your ass up, bro. But then he also just be talking to your ass in a way like relax, like
CeeLo like our Southern Nate dog, bro.
Yeah.
Sprinkle that nigga on anything.
like
That nigga catch up.
That shit
nigga
gonna
catch up.
slap, bro.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it comes down to CeeLo being so eccentric though. Like
Yeah.
that's the shit that niggas be like, that nigga weird. But it's like,
Don't get it
but
twisted.
look at the talent.
But he's
though.
an artist, nigga.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think people look at him like, that nigga, wow. But you just can't ride no horse in the club either. So
Yeah.
you just can't do that shit.
Ain't gonna lie. In music, you probably need to stick by the weirdest nigga in the room. He
Yeah,
probably
because
got
he's gonna give you some fire. He gonna give you some fire.
My nigga
But,
Prince had his whole ass
Ass out.
Yeah.
And was still pulling the baddest.
Right.
And was making some of the
Played-
most phenomenal music of
played
all
every
time.
instrument.
Bro, I'd say, bro, play like 11
A
instruments.
bunch of
bro.
them hoes.
That
Nigga
nigga
do
his-
a whole arrangement by himself.
His own
How long
orchestra,
took you to
goddamn.
make that song? 6 minutes. It just took me a little long because I had to
So,
play
yeah.
my own instruments.
So you got
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
and now imagine Dungeon Family. You go down there, you see Dre in a fucking turban, and CeeLo got on a goddamn moo your grandma wear some shit. You
Yeah.
like,
And
give me them two niggas. Like,
because you know they in here working, cause you know they putting together
give
some
me them
fire.
two niggas right there, bro.
Big boy over there in the corner with a black busting that whole down. He look like he smoked blacks and he ain't freak 'em.
Right out the plastic.
Wood tip.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah, cause he ain't want
Oh.
nobody biting on the tip of his blacks. He get wood tips every time.
Damn, man.
No freaking, just smoking them hoes straight out the pack. Nasty bastard. And he always bought the little solo. He ain't never bought a black. So he was always like,
The
shit, I gotta
89
just,
cent
oh
joint.
God, I think I gotta give me another black, cause I'll be back. Nigga come back with a whole new verse. Lighten 3K ass up on Southern playlist to got that black.
What I'm saying, man. Like,
You got some favorite moments, Cole?
It's really two. Bamboo. When they did the whole
When they
thing
had
with
the sun,
Bamboo,
yeah.
and they had the sun on there, I thought that was cool as fuck. And the Reset song, because I was in some serious fucking trouble when this shit dropped. And that song had came on. I was traveling to see my mom. I had gotten some really terrible shit, but that shit came on. And I was like, God damn, I am fucked up.
Time for a reset.
Yeah, so I was like, that shit hit me really, really hard. But when that nigga had Bamboo on there and he was like, rap for me, and he was just like, motherfucker, he did the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's your favorite song. It was just cool to see. I ain't never really heard that before. Like no rapper like put they kid on a fucking track before and do some shit like that. And I thought that was cool as fuck.
I got two more moments. It's just something about when the nigga start a song a certain way. The beginning of Last Call. I like that a lot. And I like Ludacris' verse on Tomb of the Boom.
I was waiting on it.
You know who
I
you-
was
you-
waiting
you
on
know who
it.
he-
I was waiting
You know
on
who he
it.
remind me of?
I was waiting on it.
You know who he remind me of?
Who?
Old Eminem. He give
When
you
he first came out.
Yeah, he like lit.
Slim Shady.
It's just it's just like if he was black, niggas would have fucked with him like
Right.
harder, cause he really doing the exact same
It's
shit.
the animated rap.
Yeah, and the
That's what I've been
weird-ass
saying.
rhyme shit. It's just like, bruh, why the fuck are you killing? Like, I can't even remember. It's just like, why the fuck is that what you rapping about? But it sound fire. It's just like, Ludacris. What the fuck are you? But it's Eminem, bro. Like the technicality about it. The
I was waiting
because it
till
take
we
a
get.
certain level of bravado and cockiness to rap about shit like that. They
Yeah.
don't necessarily match, but you like the style, the charisma, the technical ability. It put you in a position like, oh, nigga, you can still steal the song without it even connecting for real.
That's it.
So yeah, like Ludacris verse always stuck out to me whenever I listen to it.
Yeah, I was waiting till we get to the bar section. Now I was gonna see what you gonna say. Cause this nigga always bash Ludacris, bro.
That nigga Luda said, hey,
Hold on, let me put. Speaking of, since we talking about bars, let me pull that verse up because he said some shit in there that that just had me like, bro, like
Man, Ludacris verse was
I
good
just
though,
remember
bro.
that nigga saying you could get East Town, A-Town stomped.
Yeah.
let me
oh,
go
shit.
to that nigga. Hold on, what his verse said?
It's right there. Luda. Luda, yeah, keep a Glock.
Oh, here you go. 100,000, bitch, diamond shimmering. Catch me with a sack of dro, reaching for the strap below. I'm with the nasty hoes, eating pistachios. Y'all driving Subarus, stuck in your cubicles. I'm stuck in the air with weed crumbs in my cuticles. So it was just like, yeah, let me write down the last word for all of these bars. It don't even matter what I'm saying because niggas gonna be caught up on the. That nigga said he would nasty hoes eating pistachios. Like that's some shit. That's some Eminem ass shit, bro.
I can guarantee that's the only time nasty hoe and pistachio ever rhymed. Like the first and
I
the
was
last.
like, my nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? But it just sound fire though. It sounded fire though. And the Flip Flop Rock Big Boy verse on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he rapped that shit, it went no way. Jay-Z heard that and was like, I got anything other than a mail-in verse for y'all.
But
I'm straight, nigga. You went too stupid.
we talked about this earlier because Hove is the king of redos now.
Yeah.
You don't think he tried? You don't think that was a second take?
It just went nothing he could do.
I agree.
Yeah.
When shit he can do.
Big
but
Boy went so fucking stupid on that verse, cuz.
you think that was his original? You think that was just a mail-in throwaway?
Man,
I think it wasn't nothing he could do to
Fuck
make
that
it
nigga,
not that. Because he really came on that whole time about, it's that car, this niggas want. I'm like, bro, come on, that's what you bring? Like, that, come on.
Left over on the Black Album.
Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, what the fuck is he really?
I like Jay-Z verse, but I think I would prefer him just to stay on the hook.
Yeah. He should have just been there.
Yeah, he didn't need a verse in there.
Jay-Z need to stay off of South songs.
He didn't fit.
He need to stay off anything that got something to do with the South. He needs to stay off that shit because they wash his ass every fucking. Scarface don't wash him. Motherfucking Cass done wash his ass a couple times. Even on that shitty ass Poppin' Tag song he had on Blueprint too.
Oh yeah,
he can't.
Oh,
It's a certain tempo that doesn't serve Jay-Z.
UGK washed his ass on fucking Big Pimpin'. Stay away from the South. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
He got Get Throw. His verse can Get Throw.
Broken clock though. But that song a little slower though.
It fits him. It fits him better. Yeah.
Like this song was just like the tempo was just a little bit too fast.
Call that nigga. Who's like, hey.
I just thought he was walking past studio. Woo! What y'all got going in here? Damn.
It's my nigga Big Boy. What's up?
What's Dre at? Oh, he in here? Let me see if I can get on this real quick. Yeah. But yeah, I think it wasn't a song that fit him for one.
Dude, Jay got a song with 3K.
No. No. They did I Do on Jesus shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Dre ate that.
I ain't gonna lie. Jay-Z went hard too though.
He did, but
that's what I'm saying. Like about IDO. Nah, that nigga snapped. Nah, that nigga snapped.
Because if we ever whoop the whoop, I'm on all the bleep the bleeps.
That nasty carpet bitch been fresh on one knee. But Jay-Z went hard on that verse too. And I just think it's like he succeeds when everything is set according to him.
Right.
Because like we were saying earlier about 3K, like he hear a beat and he go pick something that nobody is going to listen to. Like, cause the way he was rapping just don't, it's like, bro, what the fuck were you rapping to? Or was it just like, or did you like hear the beat? Like, was your headphones like halfway in? Like your jack was halfway in? You know how like when you halfway put it in, you feel like a part of the beat.
It makes me think, is he writing before the beat is even finished? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably, because I'm pretty sure you know while they doing the beat, he probably, like you say, he probably hearing something specific.
Yeah.
You talking about 3K?
Yeah. Because I've been told, like, and I'm not a rapper, but like from verses I've written, it's like, bro, I could tell you play the instrument. Like you tapping into different pockets. Right. And we know at least I think he played the piano and he played a little flute thing, and he's been producing for over 20 years.
He played the guitar too?
Oh yeah. So with that being said, like he hearing different shit. He hearing different ways to come in and get his riffs off. So like he hearing it, and like for him to like how does his verse start on I Do? Oh, nothing's more attractive than a heavy praying woman. Like it's, and then he get into baby. It's like, how the fuck did you get into that part? Like, baby, like you know, from there, like from there, like it's not conventional rapping. Like he been doing jazz for a long ass time. Yeah. So it's just like, bro, like coming from up top, mega technical rap. And Jay-Z kind of defies what New York rap is. And I think that's why people think he the GOAT, because he can do both. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like when you come down here and the tempo speed up a little bit and the slang start kicking in, and it ain't about what you got. It's about how you giving it up. He just went fitting, bro. Yeah. He just went fitting, bro. That's why like when he got on the drug shit, on the I Do, that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what helped. You feel me?
Yeah. Jesus
on this,
Jesus was like, I got you, Hove.
And Hove said, you know what? When you need this verse back? On the 22nd? Bet. Got you on the 21st at midnight, my nigga. I need everybody versus first.
I guarantee he didn't hear Dre's first. I guarantee
Hell
he didn't
nah.
hear Dre first. I bet he was like, "Mother,
He probably avoided Dre.
yeah,
I mean, he did good.
he did."
But it's just like, that's what I'm saying. It's like certain niggas you just can't, because it's, all you can do is the best you can do.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's not that Jay-Z can't fuck with 3K, but it's just like, we could when the Jay-Z verse cut on, it's like, I want the best Jay-Z verse I can possibly have. I don't want him to try to rap like 3K.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want him to step into that space. So it's like, because nobody else could have did what 3K did.
Right.
Nobody else could have did what Jay-Z did. So it's just like, as long as you did as long as you maxed out, it's cool. But yeah, that nigga come on there doing all that shit. It's just like, that's fine. I can't do that anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not finna even try to do that. It don't matter if I heard it or
I would
not.
sound stupid if I tried.
Exactly. And God damn, he weed eating my house, ain't he? Fuck I was finna say. But yeah, so with that, it's just the styles are so different. So it's like when Jay-Z got on that, it was just like, why the fuck? Number one, like all the songs that they ever did that you could have been on, you get on that.
You got me thinking.
With Killer Mike and Mike Washington.
The two rapper niggas from the Dungeon family.
Yeah.
Like 3K is a artist that can rap exceedingly good, but like if you need a nigga from that group to like rap you like 60 bars non-stop, you're going to get.
Not Dre. It's Big and Mike.
Exactly. Them the niggas you going to. Like if you get a 60 bar verse from 3K, it's about something specific. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't really gonna destroy no cipher. It's just like, oh my God, this is art.
Same with CeeLo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What about you, Joe? What's some of your favorite moments?
My favorite moment for me being 8th grade and stuff when it first came out, it automatically brings me back to I like the way you move.
I just popped my neck.
Like how we hinted at it earlier, people wasn't even sure if they was breaking up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or y'all still a group? And so he addressed that right away. You know what I'm saying? So
Several times, actually.
right.
My nigga went to do a little acting.
So it's like, you know, that right there, that was like that reassurance, like, bro, we good, you know, he doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, but at the end of the day, we still the mighty up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you know, like the horns. So like everybody know the iconic horn. So it's like, you know, one of their biggest hits, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. Doing the review, I didn't really listen to that song while I was reviewing this shit.
Really?
Cause I was so burnt out on that song.
Yeah.
Back when
That shit was everywhere.
That shit was everywhere, bro.
Both of them, bro. Both of the songs.
Yeah. So I mean,
you had I Like the Way You Move, like, because we all remember how big 106 and Park was.
yeah, and
Like,
that's how I watch
they
that
was
shit
1
every
and
day.
2
Yeah.
interchanging. Like it was either gonna be I Like the Way You Move or
Well, hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The Way You Move came out first. And then Hey It came out 3 weeks later.
Yep. And Roses came out and then
Yeah.
Frozen. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, so like I got so tired of that. So you know, I love them songs. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear this shit no more, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Cause like for whatever reason, when I was going back through it trying to review it, like I just get to a point where I end up having to start the album over. So like I OD'd on the first 5 songs. Like I don't never need to hit them for another 10 years. Like I just kept like damn, this listen, I need to do something specific.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta start back over. And I'm right back at the intro going into ghetto music. It's like, fuck. I feel like I just heard this song, bro. But yeah, like this album is full of the diversity that made Big Boy so impactful to what he contributed. And that's why he was able to keep going. Because he had so much in the tank, like so much creativity, so much of an identity as an individual artist. Like he just could keep doing it for years and years and stay. I just, the only thing that I wish that we could have probably got, because I don't think we really needed another OutKast album, but I do think it would have been good to have another like immersive tour from them. Like we didn't need another OutKast album, bro. Because truth be told, we really didn't need Idlewild for real. Yeah. They could have left it.
I don't count
this. I'm just saying, and they really only did that for the movie, the company movie. But like, they could have stopped right here, because that's what 5. Then they snuck in they 2 individuals. They could have really just went on tour one more good ass time, and that would have been it. Because I think that's what, got the fans like so like wrapped up in us, like, bro, like, are y'all ever gone? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every time we see 3K, he got on the overalls and the flute in another part of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all niggas gonna just do one more tour. And I think everybody will be able to close the book, you know what I'm saying, on their legendary career if they just did one more tour.
Right.
Nigga, it can be 6 cities, bro.
So,
They can do a festival run. Rolling Loud, One Music Fest.
bro, they not getting.
I know.
3K is happy. He just like, hey.
That's why I will never forgive myself. Remember the last time we seen them together? They was at the last thing in Atlanta. What it is, where the Olympic shit at Centennial Hall or whatever in Georgia.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
So Centennial Park?
Centennial Park.
I'm from
that was the last.
From Alabama, nigga.
Yeah, you know they did like a little pop up, like more so show there, and they said that was the last time we seen Dre perform as far, you know what I'm saying, as far as like OutKast, but and I could have went.
Oh, okay.
Like, damn, this shit's so trash.
Hey man, it happens to the best of us, brother.
But nah, like to your point though, Skip, like I think like after this was kind of like Andre's I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like because we grew up in this time. We know, you felt how big this album was and how it took off. And yeah, that was just not them. Like, and it's crazy because I was just telling you that the other day, like even like Gip did a Vlad interview and he was like, man, like it wasn't just Dre, like all of us felt like this shit is tiring. Like you gotta think, like after this, like after Speakerboxxx and Love Below, the label immediately wanted 10 more of that. Yeah. And they like,
this ain't our sound.
Right.
Just,
you basically don't want us to be OutKast no more.
Yeah.
Dre, and that turned into Dre like, bruh, fuck this. I'm gonna go do my own thing.
And that nigga like really just like disappeared, bro. And then he be like, I like that song. I'll rap on that.
Now walk it out.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Then I want to throw some D's on that. Like, what the fuck is
I think it was just, I don't even think it'd be the song for real. I think it'd be like the sonics of it. Or he might be like, yeah, bro, like I fuck with you.
Let me just pop up on John Legend Green, like.
Yeah, and I promise you, I think it's the beat.
Probably so.
I don't even think it'd be the.
So you don't think it's the artist at all? You think it's
I just think he like, because of course he got a level of rapport with him to get to a point where they can get him into the studio. Yeah. So he have a level of connection with the artist, even if it's just on some artist to artist shit. And then he hit a beat, and I think it just be something about the music. It just get him like,
I don't know, bro.
I rap on it. I think I do that.
Cause bruh popped up on goddamn Frank Ocean and Solo ain't got no goddamn beat for real.
Yeah, but he did Pink Matter though. Yeah. So I think it's just like, hey, what else you got?
While I'm here.
This ain't got nothing else on it. That's it. Nigga, I'm finna rap over white noise. Bet, nigga, let's go, nigga. And then he popped back out for the Jeezy. Yeah. He popped back out for the Ross.
Murdered Tip on Sorry. That shit went
right. I listened to that not too long ago.
Killed Future on oh damn, I keep forgetting the name of that song, but it was on the Honest album. I keep forgetting, and we talked about this shit just recently too. I told that bitch. Yeah. I can't remember how that shit go though.
What else?
But that's pure, like you said, Dungeon family connection with Future. So that's kind of like genuine.
He went super stupid on 16 Ain't Enough.
Oh yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Like we said, he did I Do.
He stole Drake's song.
He did Life of the Party.
The Real Her.
He did The Real Her. Yes, he did.
Yep. Fire.
Popped up on Beyonce. We like the party.
Yep.
I said, so he'll pop in and out. Like,
when I think about a lot of these songs, it's a lot of like horns and shit going on.
We doing exactly what everybody else be doing. We supposed to be talking about Speakerboxxx and 3K just taking 3K just taking the whole damn episode.
My bad, cuz.
Damn, my bad. Sorry, B.
But we did show proper respect to this album though.
We did.
I just think it's like they're synonymous, bro.
Yeah.
And like that's what I'm saying. Like I wish they just would have done a tour so it could have been like, okay, the door's closed on that. So now the focus is OutKast gonna come back.
It'll be on big now.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, It's
I
me.
agree. I agree.
It's me. It's Sleepy Brown. It's Dungeon Family when we decide to attach back to them.
Yeah.
It's Dungeon Family when I want a certain. Well, I mean, Organized Noise when I want a certain type of production.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's Killer Mike as he's continued to ascend and become a figure bigger than what he was at the beginning. So it's just like I think they owed it to, like they owed it to Big Boy.
Yeah.
To just close that door. Like even if it was just one last show. You
And
know what
honestly,
I mean?
I think that was needed because just that overarching theme, it put a shadow over his solo career. I feel, and people don't
It
really,
was so good.
like people don't really take into account all the music he's put out solo since then. People don't really, I guess, respect it in a sense because they so worried or concerned about, okay, we get you still rapping, but what 3K at? You know what I'm saying?
And it's also very Southern as well.
Yeah.
And the South, being that he's from Atlanta, the Atlanta soundscape changed. So it was just like he went into OG status. So it was like the people who respect him as an artist, they always come. Because when they did the free show at the City Walk, and that what it's called?
Yeah.
City Walk in Birmingham, it was packed the fuck out. So it was like, it's not like,
And they put on a hell of a show.
yeah,
too.
so it's if you know, you know.
Yeah.
He just urban legend. You feel me? I just think like he's a legendary artist. He was in the greatest rap group of all time, and he continued a rap career. So it's just like it really wasn't nothing he could do to get out the shadow of OutKast. It wasn't necessarily 3K. It was just OutKast, the group. It's like, what do you do after that? You know what I'm saying? Like after you make Harry Potter, like
like
you
that
can't
point-
make no more movies after that.
To your point, when you're in a group that big, you can't.
You'll never get out of the shadow of that.
Meth and Big is probably the only two anomalies that really had like a good. With Meth, you know, what
And
I'm
he
saying?
still didn't get outside of the shadow of Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Nah. Like
until he got with Red.
yeah, man, and that
that's
was
another
a
new group.
Yeah, and that was a cultural moment. But even still, like if you bring up Method Man, niggas gonna be like from Wu-Tang. They not gonna be from Method. They're gonna be like from How High.
Yeah.
But like music wise, like what album did he put out after Takal?
Takal too.
I guarantee you, the casual rap fans not gonna know that.
I
They gonna be like,
He did.
I don't know.
He did Takal too, which I think was Judgment Day. He did a He had a if I'm not mistaken.
You different, bro. You know this kind of shit.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
That's what I study this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
My
what I'm
point
saying.
is,
The average person,
They
like,
not gonna know that.
you line up 10 motherfuckers right here, they not gonna know.
exactly.
Man.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like on some if you know type shit.
Yeah.
And that's what, this is like. People will look at Killer Mike and be like, bro, like, damn, where you been? He put out 4 Run the Jewels before he put out Mike.
That's a fact.
You feel me? So it's just like,
And them hoes
it's
was fire.
really, if you know. Like everybody's not going to be a superstar.
Right.
And I think that was a big reason why, not to bring him back up again, why 3K was like, nah, I'm straight. Like I can't I don't want to put something out and it doesn't live up to what I did with another person.
Right.
Yeah. But
That's why he just dropped feature verses there now.
I think they just went out on the Jordan jumper.
Yeah.
I think that's it because this.
I don't have a problem with that.
They're the last hip hop act that won out. They won hip hop
Both of
album of the year, and then they won album of the year. The only other motherfuckers that did that was Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, and that's how you leave it.
Yeah.
So
She just keep trying to come back and be late.
But it's not fair to Drake.
Man.
Well, it's not fair to Big though, because that's the thing. To your point, Drake was like, okay, this is the Jordan jumper.
Yeah.
I'm out. And Big is like,
Nigga,
no, bro,
I'm 30.
I love this shit.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what
30.
I'm saying?
I got a
Like,
whole
bro,
another second half of my career left.
That's what I say. It was all of the, like, because you got to think, like, even though we already know OutKast always been OutKast, and they've always been, them, but it was a different level of fame once they put out Speakerboxxx.
Yeah.
You went from being, okay, shit, I can sign a couple of autographs to, nigga, I go to the grocery store, TMZ there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Drake, and we all know that ain't Drake. Drake
They still running that nigga down.
I
I'm not
feel like
doing
that.
it. You don't think so?
I feel like that was big before this.
I'm saying they
I
always
feel like
felt
that was
big.
huge before this.
Stank
And I
on-
agree.
Stank on
They
you
was.
did it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They
Stank on you
already
did it.
they were huge to us, especially in the South.
South, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as now, like after Speak About, it's global.
Yeah. Yeah. Stank on you started it.
Yeah.
Stank on you made them more visible.
Yeah.
And then this shit, out of there. Because
Yeah.
you got to be out of there to go diamond, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's to the point where I can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Without,
Big
you know
boy.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
not big boy, but 3K was just like, nah, I'm straight.
And you know,
I'm straight.
Dre is comfortable being regular. He don't, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to be this superstar. So once all that shit, all them cameras and flashes and shit, you like, bro, cut me out. That ain't why I start rapping.
And then it's also a reflection of like once, like after Big Boy started on his solo career, the music that he made was still, it became more insulated again. So it was really like, I just want to keep doing it the way I want to do it.
Right.
So I guess if we're looking at it glass half full, 3K and their collaboration allowed him the longevity to do that.
It allowed him to be Big Boy.
Yeah. So even though it went like Big Boy, but like who's to say he would have been that? Who's to say 3K would have been that? Like they did the most that they maximized what they could do as a group. Right. And then after that, it's just a side mission.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you already beat the game, bro. You the greatest rap group of all time. It's nothing you can do to top it. So it's just like, continue to pursue your passion in it.
I will admit, I think, don't get me wrong, Dre is one of the best ever. I do think he benefits a lot off of less is more. You don't see him often, so when you see him,
that's just like Kendrick.
Right, you don't see him often, but when he show up, so it gives his aura, it makes his aura brighter every time you see him out, because you know, I may not see this nigga again for another 6 years.
And he give you something to consume when he comes too. Pause.
Damn, bro. That shit probably went over my head. That shit went over my head.
That's tough. That's tough. All right.
Ooh, that's flagrant.
Yeah, that's bad right there. Let me sip some water. That's tough right there. I'm sorry, guys.
Thirsty ass nigga, man.
Damn, DJ. Look, I ain't got no gun, cuz shoot your ass with the little sound effect. Pew, nigga, everybody gonna die, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Pew. But yeah, man.
Y'all terrible.
Before we get out of here, we got 2 more segments left and we can make them kind of quick. But I know you wanted to talk about some of the bars. So go ahead and get into that, DJ.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be too long. But well, I kind of already talked about war as far as just like the subject matter.
Yeah.
In war, as far as like him wanting to really have food for thought in his music, other than just
OG raps.
Yeah, like not just rapping just to be rapping type shit. Even though I'm fine with rapping just to be rapping, but he also wanted to, like, he had a point clearly that he wanted to express. So War was like one of those songs. And then, of course, Tomb of the Boom, where Big Boy just really addressed a lot of the solo rumors and the group rumors and things like that. Let me go to, I got that. Okay, yeah. So the Cujo, the Bible verse, when he put in there, when he said, I used to want to wrap my hands around the esophagus of them crackers, but Ephesians 6:12 said it wasn't flesh and blood that we wrestle against. I mean, I just think that was fire in general. Mm-hmm. But when I went to Genius and I just kind of did a little bit of, research outside of that. And just basically, like the verse, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness of the high places or in high places. And I just think that was just kind of like really profound and just kind of like open the verse up entirely. And I think that's a lot of the stuff that they were dealing with at the time, because the more intricate and the more layers that they put out in their music, the more eyes came on them. And then the more fame and the more acclaim that now they're dealing with all this other shit than what they that they weren't normally used to dealing with.
Yeah, and they wanted them to dumb down and lollipop out their music. So this was, that verse in particular, kind of encapsulates the album. It's like, stick to why you do this shit. Mm-hmm. Remember why you do this shit, and continue to make the music that makes you happy. And if the fans like it, they like it. Because I've always heard from a lot of people, especially like Rick Rubin, he said, consider the fans last when you create your music. Mm-hmm. So that
sounds crazy to say though.
But it's so true though, because when you're making the music, when you first start, it's what you think is dope. It's how you're trying to set yourself apart from stuff. You're not considering the fans. You know what I mean? And the people who try to appease the fans so much, they water down their music because the they're not thinking about it from their perspective. It's like you're just trying to recreate a moment that already happened in the past.
Labels step in and try
exactly.
to create.
So with this, it's like, hey, we pledge allegiance to the underground. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? And whatever comes from that comes from that. Like, you're not always gonna be the top selling artist when you making music from the heart.
Right.
And it also takes a little bit more time. So like the people like Kendrick or the people like SZA or Lauryn Hill.
Somebody that you have a beef with.
Who?
J. Cole.
Every fucking time. Every time.
You walk right into that.
I mean,
Skip don't have a beef with him though.
It's more of a
right, Skip.
I don't dislike J. Cole, bro.
If anything, I think Skip expects.
I'm a disappointed cousin. I thought my nigga was finna be the GOAT, bro. So I think I put expectations on him that probably wasn't fair.
No, see, it's the same. No, I'm saying, because you got to think it was nobody's perfect and all this other, and then
he completely shifted back. He was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going as organic as possible.
Yeah, right.
Like, even so much that I might. What's your favorite moment? Did we finish the favorite moments? Bars? What we talk about? Because I was going to start rushing that nigga.
Go ahead. Well, yeah, just to go back to the, I thought you were going to go something.
Nah.
Just to go back into the CeeLo verse, it just kind of like, like when you said, you can't live forever, let's have some fun, or, that right there is just kind of like, basically him saying, well, to me, this how I took it, like, yeah, I can cut corners. Yeah, I could do this and do that, but what's the point if I can't? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that just kind of touched me. It kind of did, because it just kind of just like where I am mentally right now. It just kind of like basically reinforced the shit I know I got to do.
Yeah, because it's like, what's the point in working as hard as you have to work to get to this pinnacle to bullshit?
Right. Yeah,
it's like, bro, like I sacrificed so much, and this is gonna define who I am as a person. So why get this far to stop? Like Bud finna fight Arrow. And if Bud mail it in, it's like, bro, you worked all this way. You came up weight classes, you did all this, you laid niggas out. You did all of that to get here and let Arrow just walk you down. Like, it don't make sense. So yeah, it's like, bro, I didn't do all of that to get here and let y'all tell me what the fuck I'm gonna do. It don't work like that. So it's like, whatever I put out and whatever acclaim and response I get from it, that's what it was meant to be. Because I'm meant to be here giving y'all me. So like, whatever happens from that is what it is. Because the moment I betray that, even if it gets me more fame and more money and all of that, I'll never be happy with it, because I never understand how to recreate it for real. Because I don't know where the energy is coming from. You know what I'm saying? So it's just be like, I'm chasing a moment all the time, like these young niggas. But yeah, shout out to the OGs.
But yeah, I didn't really have like super like detail like we did on Absol type shit. Okay, it wasn't really that. It was more so just kind of like how Big Boy, like his rhyme, like cadences, and how he go in and out, and like that kind of shit, like the technical aspect of rapping. Like, Big Boy is amazing, bro.
Yeah,
like he really is, bro. And like y'all, I just don't think he gets the credit he deserves in terms of how well he actually raps.
Gotta be honest, I feel like he was just playing on this album too.
That's the reason why I say I'm the contrarian, in the sense of I'm just looking at this not as an OutKast album. I'm looking at this as just a Big Boy solo project.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since I heard this album. So I'm listening to more of the recent stuff. So when I'm comparing it to what I'm listening to now to this, I'm like, I don't like this as much as the new stuff. So I'm just kind of like, okay, it's cool.
But
outside of them 5 songs that I mentioned, I don't really listen to much else.
Right.
But if he was going half speed on this and this shit was still as good, because it to me, and then hearing the other stuff that he's put out, I really feel like Big Boy was just like, I'm gonna just go halfway on this shit. I ain't really gonna hear these niggas without.
I mean, that's just a testament to how well he is as a rapper. So yeah.
Exactly.
But I think it's like how Skip said, though. I think it was label obligation. So that's probably why we feel that way. It's kind of like, like I could do this, but it's like, shit, y'all making us so.
And I think also, my fault. And I think also he was just starting to spread his wings individually.
Right.
Like, it was still confined in what the group was, because he was the heart and soul of the group. like 3K was like the left brain of it. You know
He's
what I
the
mean?
face. When you think of OutKast, you think of Dre.
Yeah,
The
like-
heart and soul is big.
Yeah, so it's like,
Just like Cube and NWA.
yeah, so he had
Cube was
already
the
like,
heart and soul,
of NWA.
damn the brains too. But
Yeah.
that nigga was everything to NWA,
yeah,
bro.
like you said, like 3K was the face, like, and Big was the backbone. So
Yeah.
like as you step into that new phase, it's like, how do I properly represent myself? And if if this is him going 60 in a 80, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like the way that he rapping is still like it's as clean,
Killing
it's
it.
as
It's
polished
elite, bro.
as any other moment in his career. It's just, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to make sure that the integrity was still intact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was so important about this album. He made sure that the integrity didn't leave anywhere.
Yeah.
Like granted, it wasn't like an organized noise production, but he made sure like that the blueprint that they left on him as an artist didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, this is what happened when we get to the stadium. Like I'm bringing the actual dungeon vibes to the stadium. But it's not the same. Like it's bigger, it's more expansive. You know what I'm saying? We incorporating different genres into it. So it's like, this is just what it is when we, like I said earlier, when the flower fully blossoms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I don't have to mega ultra rap on this. Cause I'm still rapping at a highest level.
Oh yeah, he was
You know what I'm
he was
saying?
a high clip on this motherfucker.
Yeah, so
Don't
it's
get me
like,
wrong.
cause I don't think anybody contended with him rap wise.
Killer Mike. I feel like Killer Mike put out some
But his are just good verses, but it's just
on there.
like on those same verses, like on the Flip Flop Rock, like 3K went so stupid. It's just like, so I guess the verse that you could say was kind of close. Was that Bus? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Bus verse was close, but
Yeah.
that Flip Flop Rock shit? Nope.
Yeah.
Hell no. Nope.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit bothers me. Why Big is not on Michael?
I think he cool with just living. His son played football. He selling pits. He good.
Like Pit Bulls?
Yeah.
Big been breeding dogs
Yeah, for a long time.
Oh.
He got that. He got the celebrity trailer stuff.
So he just a nigga.
Yeah.
I got you.
He
Yeah.
do the celebrity trailer shit where he he makes specially designed trailers for like celebrities and shit like that.
Oh, that's what's
So
up.
you remember when Lil Bow Wow first came out, like he had them pit bulls, them big
Yes.
dogs.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
He made a ton of money out that shit.
you don't say. So yeah, nigga, I rap because I like it. I'm making money. I'm making the bulk of my money elsewhere.
I hate to keep going back to it, but it's like shit. Because Vlad said the same thing in the Gift interview. He's like, man, you can't offer OutKast nothing, bro. They've been rich since they were 17.
Yeah.
So like, after a certain while, a plateau of money, you know what I'm saying? What can you offer somebody? If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's only inspiration.
Yeah. Them niggas is happy with life, bro.
You're right.
Gotta be.
That's the only thing I can
Gotta
think.
be.
And then them some of the few like what Big dropped the big sleepover last year with him and Sleepy Brown, and he just like, I mean, they did videos for it, but it was like, it wasn't like he was chasing shit. He was just like, me and Sleepy Brown want to put an album together. Here y'all go, y'all listen to it.
Because we know we can get on the road and make some money on this shit. And then it's like, they so OG'd in the game, they recording this shit at the crib.
Yeah.
Like, bro, slap this shit together, put 100,000 into the production of this shit, and go make $2 million on the road. Yeah.
Have y'all been to the actual Stankonia yet?
Not yet.
The studio.
Go.
I want to go.
Oh, I haven't.
And it's like a full like
He
bar.
Airbnb in there. They Airbnb in that shit.
Oh no, that's the dungeon. They
Oh, the
Airbnb,
dungeon, yeah.
that's
Finances.
yeah, they Airbnb the dungeon, and
Yeah.
like the Stankonia is a studio, but it's
Oh, yeah,
multiple
Stankonia
studios. But it also got like a bar and lounge. Like,
Okay.
Them niggas need some statues in Atlanta somewhere.
well, you know they got the big mural. When that is?
Nah,
Where's that?
they need the Jordan
Oh.
in front of the United Center. They need one of them
Some
somewhere
crazy
in Atlanta.
shit. But real quick, let's go ahead and close it up. God damn.
Y'all done flustered this man with this
Okay.
J. Cole talk.
That's what it, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Wait, watch
Walked
this.
into it, bro.
Why is this? You gonna get Passport Bros?
Is it gonna be a song or an album?
J. Cole and
I know it's a collaborative
album.
something. It's gonna be an album. Sincerely DeCypherEd. Sincerely DeCypherEd is the final segment of our DeCypherEd episodes where we talk to the artists as if we can reach them directly, and if you and if you believe all things are possible, there's a very high opportunity for us to be able to reach these artists directly. So, who would like to speak to Big Boy first?
You.
You full of shit.
Big Boy.
I'm finna buy that shit.
Yeah, that shit free. Still ain't gonna buy it. But Big Boy, thank you for like almost 30 years of consistently contributing to the hip hop genre. You have showed like what true integrity to the craft looks like. You've shown how to remain relevant through multiple different iterations and eras of the genre as well. Thank you for never forgetting where you came from, making sure that the legacy that you put down in your heyday is still shining through in your solo works. I wish that you and 3K could get together and just do one last show that I could come to, and then I'd be fulfilled as an OutKast fan. But nevertheless, continue to do what you're doing as an individual artist. Just keep making music till it don't feel good no more, man. Like and other than that, kudos on this album. A lot of people give credence and acclaim to just the Love Below aspect, but I can say in reviewing this that you definitely held your own and you gave the other half to the coin of a diamond album. So other than that, man, congratulations on an amazing career and kudos to everything that you've done and will continue to do as a hip hop artist and OG, and that Lifetime Achievement Award should be on your doorsteps shortly.
Yeah.
Skip, where you following up that shit, man? Hell, man, golly, man.
My dog got a Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Probably.
They buy them hoes.
Yeah.
Nobody want that.
They buy them.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's like 30 grand. Yeah, they buy
That's
them.
a
Yeah.
tourist attraction.
Yeah, you just gotta apply for it.
It's like a
and buy it.
timeshare.
Yeah.
It's like a timeshare.
Yeah, it ain't.
That just lost all regal.
Yeah, I thought.
I just found out a couple months ago they buy them.
I did too. About 2 years ago, I found out. Yeah, that you have to apply for it. Then you just buy it, and if it's a space, wherever, you just buy it. And yeah, you just do it. I thought it was something that's like an honor. But
Me too.
No.
I think the honor is getting approved for it.
Yeah,
It's like a credit card.
That don't make no fucking sense.
It's like an Amex.
bro, your face.
It's a celebrity Amex.
No, cause I ain't even think about OutKast no more. Like, you need to tell me, bro, Snoop just got his, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
He been snooped off for 40 fucking years.
Yeah. Yeah, they put in the application, like he said, and if they get approved, they get it, but then they have to pay
You
for the
disappointed
spot.
for real.
I really am, bro. That shit is ruined.
Santa Claus ain't real, B.
Yeah, man.
Santa Claus ain't real, B. Real.
Oh,
But y'all want to talk to me? Y'all want to tell me the thing?
Oh, man.
Cameras up.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man.
You
And
good?
shout out to Big Boy,
All right,
man.
man. Big Boy, I just want to let you know that I appreciate the body work that you've put out all these years. This album especially is one of my faves. Not in my top 3, but it's one of my faves. I think the respect level should be way more than what it is now. It's not your fault that Andre 3K cast such a huge shadow, because I don't think he could have did it without you. If we being
That's
real.
a fact. That's a
If
fact.
we being real. So I appreciate everything. I try to give you your flowers every time, because you are one of those groups that helped me get through a lot of stuff. And your music has consistently molded and helped me understand that Southern hip hop is way bigger than what trapping is, or all the dumb shit that a lot of people put out there. So thank you very much for everything that you've given us.
Mine gonna be pretty short and sweet. Big thank you for being one half of the Mighty O. You are the heart and soul of OutKast. Without you, there is no OutKast. We've seen all the documentaries. We've seen all the stuff, like how you had to, help Dre go through school and had to be on him to rap. So like, we know like this machine doesn't move without you. We all wish you get the flowers you deserve. In the South, I think more so we know what you are, but worldwide, we really wish you get the flowers you deserve. And that's it, man.
All right.
That's it, man.
And as we close, thank y'all for tuning into another episode of Decipher. Shout out to our patrons. Make sure you get the patron subscription. We have multiple tiers. Pick the one of your choosing. We'll be glad to have you. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. All that good shit. Show it to your mama. She was listening to rap around this time in her youth. So other than that, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Decipher. And until next time, peace.